times one. You guys are all like motioning, or you can use your thumb, you can use a Post-it note. We'll have Post-it notes available for you on the practical. But what are things that you're doing with the patient before, like what are you saying to them before starting this? So if they're just standing there, they got the X in front of the wall, you're just saying like, hey, what's your dizziness level? And they say, hopefully something less than 5, which is, if it's more than 5, then you still kind of got to work with them a little bit, but say they're like, oh, I'm a 1, maybe go up like okay, I don't want you to go more than like a 3 or 4 with this one. So keeping it lower to medium level. Also, something to note is you don't want it to last too long after the exercise is done. So say they come back after the home program and they're like, I did the exercises, but I have to go like lay down because I get really nauseous when I do them. Not okay. It's not helpful for the patient. That's like too much. That's outside of the therapeutic zone. I always tell patients, I was like, I'm not telling you this just because I'm trying to be nice to you. It will not work if you do it that way. So yeah, just educating them on what's appropriate, and then what are other things that you would progress or regress with that exercise? Distance. Yep. Speed. It's another big one. Background. What's another big one? Think obvious, like more basic. How long do you do it for? Yeah, duration. So a lot of times, like my same girl yesterday, my 27 centimeters convergence girl, she lasted like 10 seconds, and then it was just like I had to stop. Like she was pretty symptomatic. So that's where she's starting at, is 10 seconds. So I'm not busting out the metronome for that person yet. I'm just saying, just try to do it little by little. It'll get better until you're able to do it for a minute. Once you can do it for a minute, then we'll bust out the metronome and start working on speed. So for somebody like that, I'm not doing tandem VOR, I'm not doing stand on the RX pad, I'm not doing forward, backwards walking kind of stuff. Like that's just gonna flare their symptoms like way too much. So those are all the things. And then for the practical, I'm also gonna ask you guys to tell the patient what to do at home.
So for that one, you said that you would have them do one up to 20 minutes.
Yeah, so what would tell you that, what kind of information would tell you to get up 20 minutes a day at home?
If it's like acute or chronic.
Yeah, so which one would indicate 20 minutes?
That's that chronic.
Chronic, yeah.
And that's over 3 months, you said?
I'm sorry?
Over 3 months would be
Yeah,
chronic?
over 3 months indicates chronic, yeah. So if they've been dealing with this for years, even 6 months, like that slots them into 20 minutes. For example, my person from yesterday that I keep referencing, we're not starting with 20 minutes a day. If you're doing 10 seconds, that would take your whole day to like rest and come back and rest, So they might have to build up to that, but I tell the patient like, all right, research shows, just so they know it's like, this is not a fun exercise to do. Patients don't really like to do it, but it's not my rules. This is what the research says you need to do to get better, and so I tell them that's what it is, and that's what we're working towards. Once you get to 20 minutes, you don't need to then get to 30 minutes after that. It's just that's what it is. And if it's less than 3 months,
12 minutes.
12 minutes. Yeah. So I'll probably, as a grader on the practical, I'll say like, well, this person's been dealing with this for 3 weeks, and then tell them a home program. So what would I tell a patient for a home program? Just as an example.
Research shows.
No, just like tell them like what exactly to do.
But you just do for until you get fatigued, count that time, and then up to 12 minutes.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, space it out. Don't overdo your symptoms. If it gets too easy, make it faster. If it's too hard, make it slower, or longer, shorter. Some version of that is what I'm looking for you guys. It doesn't have to be like super detailed, but kind of give the patient like they would know what to do at home, you know, kind of a thing. So